Pizza Pals. Pizza Girl Lexi here with another episode. I want to start off first with mentioning that people have messaged me saying I don't enunciate very well, and I completely agree. I'm working on it. It's so difficult trying to keep track of my pitch, tone, and enunciate while talking about things I'm excited about. It's a whirlwind of things to keep track of because I also feel the need to stay quiet because I live in an apartment. Are you an introvert and have heard yourself talk before on a recording? It's Aqua Taco. I think I'm going to have to record during the day from now on because also I feel like that plays a factor in how loud I talk and how energetic I am. Yay, seasonal depression. But keep the suggestions and improvements coming. It's the best way I can make this channel better. Also, I'm thinking of changing my approach on the amount of videos I do. Since I'm just starting off, there isn't much here. So I'm going to try to upload a lot of content early so that when more people subscribe, they have a decent variety to get a feel of what this is all about. Then I'll go back to at least one video per week. This episode is dedicated to sharing probably the most wholesome and meaningful encounter I've had yet delivering pizzas as a trans woman. But first, I just want to show something that I am excited about concerning my transition. Coming up on about 4 months ago, I started laser hair removal on my face to rid myself of my gross facial hair. I've had 4 treatments and it is really starting to take effect. Like, the doctor told me 6 to 8. I'm not sure if they were a doctor. They may have a doctor. I don't know. Told me 6 to 8 treatments will see permanent effects. But there may need to be touch-ups throughout my life because body is just weird like that. I noticed that about a week or 2 after the treatment is when the effects are most noticeable because I definitely do not need to shave as much and use makeup to cover my shadow. That gets less and less needed. The treatment's f***ing expensive though as all heck, and it hurts a lot. Like the last 2 treatments I left in tears. But for a lifetime of treatment and for me to not get so dysphoric, I think it'll be worth it. I'm actually doing a kind of fundraiser for my treatment for my birthday because it's so expensive. Like, besides the whole business going on downstairs, my facial hair is probably the most dysphoric part about me. I'd say a third part is my voice. But anyway, I thought I would share progress that means so much to me. Okay, so without further ado, where are you coming from? Okay, I wanted to share something meaningful and wholesome from a delivery I had in my 2nd week at my current job. I was not expecting such a meaningful delivery. It was early in the evening, the sun's still out. I got to the door to my delivery, and I believe an Indian woman in her probably late 20s answered the door, and I said, "Hello, how's it going tonight?" and did my usual small talk spiel with customers when I greet them. There is this kid in the background making noise, but I couldn't understand what he or she was saying. The woman, as she was writing stuff on the credit card slip, said to the kid, "Why don't you ask?" And the kid was still like muffled from being so far away from the door. All I was hearing was, "Hello, hello." And the woman said the same thing to the kid, "Why don't you ask?" Then the woman opened the door a little bit so her kid could talk to me directly. It was a little girl that immediately started asking, "Are you a boy or a girl? Are you a boy or a girl?" So I was not sure what to say because I did not expect anything like that to be said. Like, when I deliver pizzas, I'm almost not on a script because the hundreds, maybe thousands of deliveries I have taken in my life, almost all of them were exactly the same dialogue. But the mother said, no, ask, what do you identify as? And I was in that kind of phase when you're anxious and you just kind of become still and speechless because you just weren't expecting something. Or is that just me? Probably just me. The kid said again, "Are you a boy or a girl?" And the woman stopped her and told her to ask again, "What do you identify as?" So the little girl, who looked like they were like 5 years old, took a second to understand / process how to say it. Then asked me, "What do you identify as?" Needless to say, at this point, my heart was melting because I knew exactly what the parent was trying to teach her kid. But I then said, "I'm a girl." The little girl exclaimed, "Yay!" I tried asking her what she identified as, and the mom beat me to it and said it instead. And then she said, "I'm a girl too." Wait, I'm not a girl actually. I'm a girl cat. And I started to tear up and uncontrollably loud, like a big, "Aw!" Like it was unnecessarily loud when I exclaimed it. You know, like when people are anxious and don't recognize the volume that they're talking at. But I said, "Yeah, that's the best kind." And she did one of these things. "Yeah." I thanked her mother so much with a face just like holding back tears. Like, gosh, that made me feel so good to know there are great, understanding people out there teaching their kids that the world is changing to be more accepting of those who don't fit the traditional norms of gender, that peace, acceptance, and love begins with the upbringing of children. Now, I personally do not like kids like at all, but girl cat, come on, that is precious and adorable as all heck. Then I got into my car trying to hold tears back with a huge smile. I sent a voice memo to my partner at the time telling the story, and I did end up crying. Gosh, it just made my night after that. I'm hoping this was a meaningful and uplifting story for your day. If you liked it, please give it the old thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for allowing me, Pizza Girl Lexi, to take a slice of your day. Thank you.